If Boris Johnson had hoped to convince Emmanuel Macron to change the EU's negotiating position on Brexit and scrap the Irish backstop, the French president's response made it clear that wasn't going to happen. After greeting the British Prime Minister at the Élysée Palace, Macron said the EU would not renegotiate the withdrawal agreement and the backstop, the insurance policy to prevent a hard border between Ireland and Northern Ireland.
No country in the European Union can negotiate or renegotiate this agreement. The key elements of this agreement, including the Irish backstop, are not just technical constraints or legal issues, but some genuine guarantees to preserve stability in Ireland and the integrity of the single market, which is the foundation of the European project. This is all part of what was negotiated by the UK and the EU.
Macron did, however, back the German Chancellor's proposal to Johnson in a Berlin meeting on Wednesday, giving him 30 days to come up with alternatives to the backstop.
Good deal. I was powerfully encouraged by our conversations last night in Berlin with our mutual friends, and I know that with energy and with creativity and application, we can find a way forward for all our businesses and our citizens.
This analyst says that EU leaders might have an ulterior motive for offering 30 days more time.
European leaders may hope that Boris Johnson is toppled in the coming days because they know Johnson's majority is very fragile.
On Saturday, Macron will host Johnson and other G7 leaders, including US President Donald Trump, for a summit in the south of France. The meeting with Johnson gives Macron an opportunity to reaffirm his commitment to the European Union. And coming just 2 days before the G7 summit, it also allows him to send a message to world leaders, including Donald Trump, that when it comes to Brexit, the EU's united and won't U-turn on a whim. Macron says that Britain's destiny is in its own hands. If it leaves Europe on October 31st without a deal, the French president says it's the UK government that will be responsible and not the EU. Natacha, Butler, Al Jazeera, Paris.